Welcome back. Yesterday we were rudely cut off by my video camera. It ran out of memory and it ran out of whatever it is they run out of, memory and battery. That's right, yeah. So I had to charge it and all the rest of it. So anyway, we were up to doing the leg, and I showed you the use of how I use anyway the vegetable peeler to remove excess clay, the easy way for me anyway, and that's when it went bang, I'm gone. Alright, so what I'll can see here, just by comparing the two legs, that this could still do with a little bit more removing some clay. So I'll get my vegetable peeler again and just remove a little bit extra. And what I like about this, I mean, you can use your craft knife or whatever, but what I like about it is that it takes off an even amount every time you use it, and I find it so much easier and safer to use than knives or anything else. So yeah, I'm just taking off a little bit. I think that should do it. Okay, quite simple. And then you just you can reuse this obviously, and you just go over it and get rid of the lines, which you would have to do if you use the knife as well. It's a little bit colder here again today, comparison. We're into autumn now, and the clay obviously is cold, so it's not going to be quite as flexible as what it is in warmer weather. The little girl we were working on together, meaning on camera, that wasn't a little girl, it was Sebastian, a little boy, oh my, is in the oven as we speak, so he's curing. I just noticed something, that this little leg here is just a little bit shorter too, so we're just going to adjust that. Okay, so just take a little time just to make sure that all the lines are gone, and it's a smooth part, the same as others, to work on. So what we're going to be doing today is the hands and feet, and how I want to attach them. Oh no, I can attach them differently because this one's not baked. The other one I had to attach well, I haven't actually attached them yet. It will be attached when he comes out of the oven and cools down. And what I did do to attach the baked to the unbaked is, prior to baking yesterday, I put screws in at the ends. So then when it comes out and it's finished baking and cooled, I'm going to get John to just drill a little hole for me into there and put the two together. That will be stronger if you screw it in, right? And that should do it. He, oh my gosh, is ready to go to the next stage, which is making the glove mould. I should have done this off camera, but anyway, I wanted to show you the vegetable peeler, which you may or may not have seen yesterday in action. I think you might have, but it got cut off just at the end bit. Alright, so that's pretty smooth now. So we shall commence with the arms and the hands and feet. So we did the little arm yesterday. We haven't done any details, and actually we didn't. I'm going to do the little arm now. This was done before. Yeah, okay. Actually, I don't know whether I will do details now. I'll think about it. Okay, so we do the little arm, same as what we did the leg down here. See how it becomes lumpy? That you've got to get rid of all that prior to baking. Too late after you've baked. Also, just do this now and again to make sure that the baby's actually laying flat on yeah, there. Okay, so we'll do this other little arm. Now what's happened? Oh no, that's alright. Haven't done that yet. Okay. So, surely no, I'll do it this way. Yep. So we start again, the same as I showed you yesterday with the leg. And we just wound the clay to the top part of the limb. Now if there's a little bit extra left, you cut that off at the side and this under. And then what we did, like yesterday, we just get rid of all the seams, put a little bit of pressure on it to make sure that it's stuck on the armature underneath, which is the aluminium foil. There we go. Make your shoulder. I'll fix that one underneath in a minute. So you bring that, make the shoulder area. It's a little bit excessive there, but we can work that in. And then we're just going to look at both arms to make sure that they're the right size and length and everything else. That's that one there. Okay. We'll see. I was just thinking this might be a little bit thicker than the other one. See how it takes you a little bit longer when the clay is colder? As I said, there's advantages and disadvantages to working with either cold or warm clay. The warm clay is much easier to work with, but you can so easily, excuse me, you lose the detail as well, because it's easy enough to dint or, yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. So you make do with what you can. Okay. The clay's starting to warm up a little bit here, so makes it a little bit easier to shift. And it's not through the weather, but just me using my hands to mould, sculpt, whatever. So before we go any further, I'm going to get my tool, which is the, nope, it's disappeared. That's what it is. What did I put you? It's odd. I had it here. Here it is. Okay. So for under the armpit, just scratch there, I use the shaper tool. I don't really know what to call this tool. Once I referred to it, well, not more than once, I referred to it as the colour shaper tool. I don't know where I got that from. I remember it being called that. Why, I don't know. There's no colour being added or subtracted. It's, I don't know, silicone tip tool. I suppose that's a bit long. People just don't refer to it that way. So I'll just call it the shaper tool. Okay, so that's what it is. They're pretty much available anywhere they sell things for sculpting. So, and they do come in handy. They come in a range of sizes. So, and different tips on them as well for different things that you need to do. I seldom use them, but other people might find them more useful, maybe. I don't know. So see how it's all sort of mucky, if there's such a word, like little bits sticking out, and it's all rough and everything. You smooth all that out. Definitely smooth all that out before you bake, obviously. So now that I've pushed a little bit more clay there, I'm better able to get under there with my finger and smooth things as well. Now I want more clay, obviously. Your arm is wider at the top than it tapers down to the wrist. So I'll get that adjusted. I don't want it looking like it's shrugging its shoulder. Excuse me. Very strange throat this morning. Okay. We're nearly there. Okay. This nearly finished. This is nearly finished, I should say. Okay. Right. So, make sure the shoulders are the same. Get rid of all these bits and pieces. And then look at your end result. We'll do all the detailing on that later. So, yeah, they're about the same. Good shot. Okay. Good. Which means that I can go on to the next step. Okay, I'll just get things prepared here, and I'll come back to show you how to do the arms and the feet and hands.